My name is Andrea Dalin, the biological prophet, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to prepare alcohol from the Grignard reagent. And we should understand that the Grignard reagent is another route in which alcohols can be produced, and the alcohols can be the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary alcohol. Now, we should understand that the molecular formula for the Grignard reagent is R, manganese, then halide, in which this R stands for the alkyl group, Mg magnesium, then X halide, which is from the halogen, which include the bromine, the chlorine, the iodine, and the that's all. Now we move ahead quickly to how these alcohols are produced. Now, when we react the Grignard reagent with the first member of the alkanal or the aldehyde, which is the methanol, we are to get a primary alcohol. I repeat, reaction of the Grignard reagent with the methanol, which is the first member of the alkanal, a primary alcohol is formed. Whereas the reaction of the Grignard reagent with any other member of the alkanal, a secondary alcohol is formed. And lastly, the reaction of the Grignard reagent with acetone or with the ketone, then a tertiary alcohol is formed. So we are going to be using reaction to explain these basic points I just raised. Now we start. Now we should understand that the first one, how a primary alcohol is formed. I'm having carbon here, which is a methanol, in the presence of the Grignard reagent, which is the Grignard reagent, which is H2O. Now look at it now. Look at it. Very simple. There will be a removal of this bond here. So that when that happens, the alkyl group from this Grignard reagent will come here to combine with it. So I'll be having this one first, which is the R, then carbon, which is CH2, then this bond that you have here, remember, becomes oxygen here, then you have hydrogen atom to it. So, and on that very note, it means this is methanol. In the presence of a Grignard reagent, we are having a primary alcohol. We take a simple example. I'm having H, which is the methanol. Then we have a CH3CH2 manganese. Then we put, let's say, iodine. So yes, it becomes ethyl magnesium iodide, H2O. Please follow the rule. It's very, very simple. Now look at the rule now. First of all, I come here to put this ethyl group here, which is CH3CH2. All right. Then we're having this carbon here. From here, I'm having CH2 here, and I'm having this single bond now. Remember that a single bond has been removed from this double bond. So I'm not having oxygen here, but hydrogen atom from here will come in here. So this is what we call the propanol. It means from methanol in the presence of Grignard reagent will give me propanol, which is a primary alcohol. As simple as that. Other examples can go on and on. Now this is for the primary alcohol from the Grignard reagent. Now I've told you earlier that when they react a Grignard reagent with any other member of the alkanal, starting from the ethanol, propanol, butanol, any other member outside the methanol, we have to get the secondary alcohol. Please do not forget. Now look at how simple it is right now. Now if I'm having, for example, I'm having a given illustration like this. Okay. See now, this is any other member aside this meter now. Now, in the presence of a Grignard reagent, look at it. See, this is like an hydrolysis too. Now, what happened here? Look at it. Follow the rule. We have this one here, arrow, all right? Then we have this carbon here. And remember that when this bond is removed, I'm having this one here. Remember, there will be a transfer of hydrogen atom here to this one. So creating room for an empty bond here. So what happens? This arrow that you have here will then come here. So this is any other member of the alkanal to give me a secondary alcohol. Now, if you take a typical example, you will then see that I'm having here, okay, let's see, I'm having an arrow. Let me replace the arrow with, let's say, I'm having CH3. I'm having here H. And then I'm having CH3. CH2 Mg, then I'm having Cl H2O. Then now what will happen here? Please take note. Take note. Here I'm having CH3. Alright, I'm having here. Remember, an alcohol has been added already, oxygen, hydrogen atom. Then I'm having here CH2, CH3, and I'm not having here to be the what now? Here to be the hydrogen atom, which is this one that you have here. So if you observe here, the name of this compound will not, this is a secondary alcohol. The nomenclature of this alcohol will not be starting from the closest to this alcohol, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So here become a 2-butanol. A 2-butanol from any other members of the alkanal to a secondary water alcohol. So we'll move to the last one. Now remember, I have told you earlier that before to form a tertiary alcohol, we are to react an acetone or a ketone with a Grignard reagent. And on that very note, if I'm having something of this nature, I'm giving illustration. This is a Grignard reagent. Please follow suit. The same rule. What happened here? We're having arrow. Remember, here become OH. Okay. Here becomes this one. Okay, let me put the arrow 2 here. And lastly, it becomes this arrow here. So that is basically all. Now we will take a given illustration to buttress our point. So what happened? So if I'm having here to be CH3, I'm having here to also be CH3, which is an acetone. I'm having here to be, let's say, CH3, CH2, Mg, and I'm having there to be Cl, H2O, then H. So what happened? Okay, look at the rule. So here becomes CH3 and OH here. Alright? And here becomes a CH2CH3, and here becomes a CH. So it means from the ketone or acetone to give me a tertiary alcohol, I will have to use what now? This Grignard reagent. So there are times whereby you can be giving this and be giving this, and here will be X. You find your no. You should be able to do it. Now the nomenclature of this one becomes, of course, closest 1, 2, 3, 4, the longest chain here. So that becomes a 2-methyl butan 2-ol. And this ends the class for this episode. Please, you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, you do well to subscribe for, because more interesting video will be brought to you. For now, I remain my humble self, Adrenaline, the Bazooka Prophet. Thank you.